Okay, now we're going to talk about functions. A function is a relation in which each element of the domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. All right, this is how I explain this. See all these vending machines? Lots of them here. All right, so if you look at, say, I don't know, this one right here, okay? See how there are two pretzels? All right, now, one thing I want to talk about here. If I go to the vending machine and say I press, this will be B3. B3, I'm going to get these pretzels right here. So if I go to the vending machine and I press B3, I'm going to get those pretzels. So if you then go to the vending machine and you press B3 and you get these Fritos instead, something's wrong with the machine. It's not acting correctly, which means it's not a function. All right. However, if I go and press B3 and I get pretzels, you press B4, which is the one next to it, and also get pretzels, that's okay. Okay? That's okay. Meaning, if I press B3 and I get one thing, you press B3 but you get a separate thing, that's not okay. That's not a function. But if I get B3 and I get one thing, the pretzels, you press B4 and you also get the pretzels, that is okay. That is still a function. That is still working correctly. Okay, let's go on to the next page and talk more about it. All right, so these functions. Now, again, a function is a relation in which each element of the domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. So determining whether something is a function or not, x can have only one y value. Each x, I should say. Each x can have only one y value, which means x cannot repeat. Okay, x cannot repeat. So, example 1, determine whether the relation 6, negative 3, 4, 1, 7, negative 2, negative 3, 1 is a function. Well, let's look at our x values. Our x values are 6, 4, 7, and negative 3. None of those repeat. So, yes, it is a function. Okay, each x has only one y. Okay, this next one, example 2, determine whether 3x minus y equals 6 is a function. Now, 3x minus y equals 6 is this line right here that's graphed. Okay, each x on that line has only one y value. This is called, and I know you can't see it very well, hang on just a second. Okay, now you can see it a little better. Okay, now you can see it a little better. Sorry about that. So, the vertical line test right here, okay? If any vertical line passes through a graph more than once, it is not a function. Okay, so what I mean by that goes with saying if the graph looks like this, I don't know how to get more colors. All right, if your graph looks like this, any way you draw, any vertical line you draw only goes through that line one time, yes, that is a function. If it happened to be a graph like, say, the graph of a circle, a vertical line here would pass through twice, so that is not a function. Okay? And the last example, determine whether each relation is a function. Right here, see how negative 1 goes to both 4 and it goes to 5? That means it's not a function. Because negative 1, it's like saying if I press B3 and I get pretzels, you press B3 and you get Fritos, that's not a function. Okay, the machine is not working correctly. All right, stop this, and then I think you're going to have to go ahead and watch video 2 before you can do the U-tries.